Welcome, everybody, to the Bro Banter Podcast, Episode 2. I am Don,
I'm Dalton. How you guys doing?
and we're going to be talking about some good things, critical thinking items today, and obviously some new recent news. We'll go ahead and get it started off. Hopefully, everybody's doing well. But we'll start off with Kash Patel. Trump nominates him as his FBI director. What do you say to that, Dalton?
From what I've read shortly on him, he seems like a no BS kind of guy. Is not afraid to take some shots at the people that are in the FBI currently and release some stuff a lot of people of high standard don't want released. In the sense of they're already threatening the Epstein files and logs and shit like that. I think that's a good step in the right direction.
He has stated publicly on many radio shows and podcasts that he's going to release the Epstein, and I think you were saying he was talking about releasing the Russia hoax,
Maybe we'll get
and
Diddy's list too.
I don't think there's anybody who want that out there. There's a lot of Hollywood people probably don't want no part of that. But hey, you know what? If it were local, right, it's public record. You know, he
Yeah,
he served as a public defender, and in I think it was down in Florida, Miami-Dade actually. He did a stint down there, and worked with felons and drug trafficking and murder and all that good stuff. So he's also you know worked in Trump's first term, so he's no stranger. The people in D.C. approve it. That's a different ballgame because they don't want stuff like Epstein's list out, or they
yeah.
darn
The
sure
deep
don't
state
want
will
the.
fucking lose their mind, won't they?
Oh yeah, yeah. I think he said that on one of the radio shows. He was talking about how he's going to turn it into a deep state museum. You know, he's gonna turn that thing
Send them
into a
into a
deep state
pandemic.
museum. Oh yeah, yeah, there's no doubt about that, man. He's and what'd you say earlier? People were already talking about leaving.
Yeah, that said one of the things I saw pop across talks about some of the FBI agents are already now planning to self-deport from the FBI because of
Yeah.
Trump's choice on Kash Patel.
Well, okay, he's a
I
guy
mean,
that's going to release
you
stuff,
wouldn't do that
right?
if you didn't have anything to worry about, right?
True. You wouldn't leave if you're just a normal field agent, but I don't think it's normal field agent that's going to leave, right? It's going to be those who are dirty, right?
The ones that were
People
on
who are
Hillary's team.
yeah, yeah. If there's anybody that's pro that stuff, yeah, um, he'll definitely he'll definitely run those people out. He'll weed it out, no doubt. I mean, he said at first, I can't remember. I think was it Sean Ryan? Is that the guy that has he said on
I
there
think so, yeah.
day one he was gonna he was gonna lay everybody off, and then the second day he was gonna turn that thing into a deep state museum. Um, I'm sure he over exaggerated that, but I think I know what he meant by it. He was gonna clean house and get rid of some dirty, foul creatures, which you really should, right? I mean, these people are hired to uphold the law, and they pulled some tomfoolery with the Russian hoax, right? That was bought and paid for by, you know, well, we all
Yeah.
know who bought and paid that, but and that's pissing the wind now. But yeah, so we'll see if he actually makes it in. I don't know. It's going to be.
I think if he does make it a museum, I'd go visit personally. I'd pay a $10 admission fee. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, he was the. I'm going to look it up here, but he served as the U.S. National Security Council official, senior advisor to the acting director of national intelligence, chief of staff to the acting United States Secretary of Defense during the first Trump administration. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, there's going
That's
to be
a
a lot of
good
people
comment. Somebody said, "What about the JFK secrets?"
Yeah, yeah. Well, definitely post you're going to be watching this on X, so, post your comments below, and tell us what you think, if you think he'll actually make it in or not, if they'll try to stonewall him or, you know, go ape poo over this guy. But I don't know. They don't really want that kind of information out there. And if he's that kind of threat, and you got Trump saying I'm gonna do similar, yeah. Well, if you got the president-elect saying I'm gonna do it, and you got the person he nominated as the director of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, well, I would probably assume to say that the likelihood of them actually releasing some stuff is something
Yeah.
you probably don't want, especially the Epstein stuff, right? I mean, they seized that guy's took his island, took his house in Florida,
They got
took one
flight
in New
logs
York,
and everything else.
flight logs. I mean, who's I mean, WikiLeaks released it, but it just showed some minimal names on the call, the the flight logs, if you will, to his island, but they got video. Epstein
Oh
had
yeah.
cameras behind mirrors, and God, dude, you don't. I mean, the people
I
that
don't
are
think
in
he
that,
killed himself either, personally. But
no, no, there's
they got rid of that man. Too many powerful people
yeah,
back there.
definitely, and it makes you kind of wonder about the safety of President-elect Trump, and even this guy's safety. At this point, if you're one that's a little spooked by that stuff getting out, and these two guys have determined they will release it, do you really want them getting in? I'm just
No.
saying, do you want to stonewall them? And I don't know, man. It'll be interesting to see. He seems like he has the credentials, but there's some people saying he doesn't. So I don't
Well,
know.
we'll see. He's gonna be the director of the FBI.
Yeah, yeah.
Time will tell, huh?
It'll be. I'll say this: if hopefully he does hopefully he gets past, he gets through it. Uh, Hopefully they hold up to their word, and they release that stuff. It's almost I would equivalent it to Musk buying X, right? When he
Yeah.
bought it, he released all that stuff. I know we touched a little bit on that before, but yeah, I would equate it to that, but even bigger at this point. You talk about opening the door up and exposing the skeletons.
Yeah, and yeah.
That's oof,
From
dude.
the axe to the neck.
Yeah, yeah. You told some skeletons are gonna be going. Yeah, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be, Well, yeah, if he does and he gets passed, and they start to even hint to do that stuff, you'll know who the guilty party is when they suddenly hop on a plane and skedaddle on out of here. Maybe go to Canada, you know,
Yeah.
Brazil, Chile, Argentina, whatever. The guilty people will partake on out of this country, if you will. But yeah,
They'll weed themselves out.
we shall see. Yeah, we should most definitely see. So let's move on to some other topics. I know we've talked, and I've had this discussion before, but being I'm traveling and I happen to be in I'm just outside of Memphis, I thought, yeah, good topic, right? Elvis Presley, and he's the king of rock and roll. But
Yep.
I think we all know he was a good entertainer. You can't take that from the guy, and he's said that many years. He's not a songwriter. He's an entertainer. Period. What about Chuck Berry? Chuck Berry was around before Elvis. He had 55. He released Maybelline, and so he was kind of the godfather of rock and roll, right? Um,
Yeah.
why didn't he get named? Why do you think he didn't get named as the king of rock and roll? Was it just because of his skin color? Is that the only reason why it just wasn't acceptable back then, or was it because
In
Elvis
that
was
day and age,
more,
yeah, more than likely.
yeah, or was it just Elvis was more mainstream? It's he was more widely accepted, maybe. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
shame because
I think
he was good.
skin color played a part for sure. I mean, in the sense of like they both had good music that people don't mind listening to,
Hmm.
but
Yeah. Well, he did. He I mean,
I think
he
there's
had
a
good stuff.
distinct thing that differentiates the two men.
Yeah, and Elvis was more mainstream and got more obviously more radio time
Of
and
course.
well, while Chuck Berry was cutting his teeth and laying the foundation for rock and roll. Elvis is still, refining his hair, if you will, getting it right. But I mean, there's no doubt he's you know he's cut his teeth, and you know he's paid his dues. He paid his dues. But it just makes you wonder why. What
Yeah, I
can
mean,
we
how
say?
many movies have Johnny Be Good in it? A lot.
100%, man. I mean, what's the most notable one, right? Back to the Future, right?
Yeah.
I mean, but
Your kids are
Elvis,
gonna love this one.
what's that?
That's what the quote in the movie when he's playing it. Your
Yeah,
kids are gonna love this one.
everybody's
Yeah.
missing on the picture. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, Elvis stuff's out there too, right? He's in Lilo and Stitch or whatever, and yeah, look, at the end of the day, you where do you think he would be? Where do you think Chuck Berry would be if there was no Elvis Presley?
I mean, does it have to be named in the time? Is it something we could name in the current? If that's the case, then why it hasn't been like reviewed? Is it just because it's already determined? But if there is no Elvis, then probably. I mean, the King of Rock, and they call him the grandfather of rock, right? So, I mean,
Yeah,
he's already got the title of like one of the goats in that category.
he's just
So if you take out Elvis, he probably fills that hole pretty easily, in my opinion.
he's the king of rock. Yeah, he's the king. He's the king of rock, and then Chuck's the grandfather or godfather, whichever one. I consider him a king. He may
Yeah.
not have been a showman. He may not have been having leather suits with capes on them and rhinestones and entourage of people. But yeah, I mean, he he was rock and roll. He was rock and roll before Elvis was.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just coming through Memphis, I just thought about that. I passed right up by there, and still, I mean, even now, people are standing in front of that cobblestone wall out front with their cameras taking a picture of the nativity scene out there and all the blue Christmas lights and the tree, and someone's still manning the guard gate.
Yeah.
It still has the old wood paneling from the 70s in it. It's crazy.
Where's
I mean,
Chuck Berry from? Was he born in Memphis?
I don't know if he was or not. I may have to look that one up. Good question. I don't really know.
He was born in St. Louis, Missouri on October 18th, 1926. St. Louis.
St. Louis.
I would have never guessed he's from Missouri.
Yeah. Yeah.
The more you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. I mean, we don't know what kind of background or what kind of music he grew up on. I'm sure you can dive into that. I mean, there's many Elvis
Yeah.
movies out there, and they all tell you how he kind of grew up listening to blues and stuff of that nature. And he was a mixture. Of course, he was a mixture, but yeah, yeah. I'll tell you though, man. This Kash Patel, he's all over X right now. I mean, it's just crazy how much over X he is right now. Yeah, there's a Sean Ryan show clip right here. Yeah, I'm gonna share this with you here. We should, and this is on the on X here. Somebody,
Let's see it.
actually, I think Kash Patel himself put it up there, so we'll give him the credit, his credit. So yeah, this is the Sean Ryan show he had done. He's kind of talking about Nancy Pelosi, and it was not too long of a clip though.
Yes.
Dude's a beast.
Yeah, I like it. I mean,
He's a
straight
beast.
to the point. I'm saying if you do have him on your shows, and I think that should be the case, especially any kind of a news show, any kind of a professional setting, if you have them on and the way they fact check everything else, and they're over here just blowing smoke up you, I think you should call them out. I think it should be a point of every single interview that they do with anyone, really, no matter, like he said, no matter the political views. If you're BSing, then call it out. Put them on the stand. Put them in the hot seat.
I don't know how we got from the king of rock to back to Patel again, but it's just I just happen to notice these things pop up and
It
go.
was live in effect.
100%, 100%. even Dinesh D'Souza's all over it. So yeah, it's yeah. Anyway, so yeah. So back to the King of Rock thing, right? You know, that was just one of the things that to me it's like, where would Chuck be if it weren't for Elvis? Where would he have had a different career? Would he have been a little more popular? He will. Would he have? I'm not saying he wasn't popular, but what if he? What if?
I don't
Like,
know. I mean, I don't want to take anything away from what he already did because he's got a historic career. It's not like I don't know if he would have changed anything, but I think the absence of Elvis might have propelled him into maybe the King of Rock. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to talk like in the hypothetical a lot, but it's definitely interesting to think about like well, if you take this chess piece out, what happens on the other side of the field type of a scenario.
yeah, that's true. That's very true. Yeah, well, that's if you like I say, this
And
will
I'm
be on
sure some people
Xbox.
do call him that. Like maybe they don't like Elvis music as much as a lot of other people. Maybe they'd rather listen to Chuck. So to them, that might be yeah, of course, easy.
Well, I don't have a problem with Elvis. I'm not a Elvis fanatic myself. I mean, I like Chuck Berry stuff, and I consider him a king of rock and roll. Yeah, I can say the same for Elvis for that matter. Just like you can say the same for Michael Jackson being the Prince of Pop. Or even some people call uh, Prince that as well.
Yeah,
But I've always said that when you look at Elvis and you look at Michael Jackson, when Michael Jackson left, and I'm by no means a big Michael Jackson fan, and I know you like Michael, but he's got some good stuff. But I know that he's that last breed that was like Elvis, that just had this,
different
like,
aura about him.
dude, it was just what was it? He just had like a gob of money, man. There was I don't remember what it was. Some British guy that spent some time with him, and he followed him around, and he went to Vegas, and he had rented out the entire top floor of this hotel, and he had like pinball machines and little scooters brought in and little video games and all this crazy
Yeah,
mess. And he asked Michael, he said, "Why do you do this?" I like to have fun. I like to have fun. And then he went down and went to some sort of art gallery, and he walks in and he's going, "I like that. I want that. I want that. I want." He starts pointing. Not even asking for price, man. And the guy looks at the art gallery guy and he goes, "Hey, man, do you ever tell him, say, I mean, like this picture, how much is it? And I don't remember what the price was, but I'll just throw out a number. And it was tens of thousands. He says, "Oh my," he said, do you even tell him that's that price?" "No, he don't ask. It's good." That's some straight up FU money. That's some serious FU money. It's like, I know I
yeah.
got it. I don't care. I just want, give me that one, give me that one. And then what does the dude have? He shows you, and it's out there. I'm sure you can find it. He shows them a picture of his car collection, and it was like a 1980s Chevy Sherrod van. That wasn't nothing special. It was just a van, and he had some other like common cars. They weren't like Lambos, Ferraris,
Yeah,
or anything of that nature. Some Daytonas. It was just everyday run the mill stuff. You go to the the dealership and buy. He just had some serious freaking cash flow, man. Crazy as it
that's
was.
insane.
But he was just like Elvis there, right? He had a ton of money, made a ton of money. He had good investors who bought the rights to the Beatles catalog, right, and all that crazy mess. And he died broke. He made a
Yeah,
ton of money, just like Elvis. Made a ton of money, but died broke. It's God, man, I
some
don't know.
sort of curse.
I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. I mean, yeah. Sometimes I wonder that. It's like, why? Why did they not have good investors? I mean, I know
Too many yes men
Jackson
in their
did.
corners.
Well, Elvis
Not
did, yeah,
enough.
Elvis did. But Michael Jackson, he had the he had some good investors for him, and now look at his ranch, Neverland Ranch, sits out there in California, owned by investors. Why not just open it up and turn it into a museum of some sort, like Grayson? You can travel around. I mean, the dude had like a circus out there. He had merry-go-rounds
Yeah,
and carousels and a little choo-choo train that rode around like Main Street USA Walt Disney. And um, where's it all at now? It just sits dormant, and
yeah.
some investors own it. But oh
They could
well.
have definitely turned it into a museum by now, and
Mhm.
I don't know. A lot of people would love to see that, or love to go at least.
Yeah, well, I was born in California, but I don't know if I ever want to go back. But I probably would go back for that, see how that. I mean, I went to obviously, Elvis Graceland 2 or 3 times.
Couple of times, yeah.
Yeah. Of course, that was my partner. My wife likes to go. I'm not an Elvis fan, but I go with her. It was interesting to see.
It's one of those places like it is really cool, but like if you were to tell someone like from the future that doesn't know anything about that, like, hey, this is Elvis Presley's house. I was like, what? He didn't have like a 20-story mansion or nothing crazy out in the hills? It's like, nope.
Yeah, here's another thing. Would he still live there? I think he'd be 80 something, 89, 90. I don't know what he'd be right now. It's somewhere in that ballpark. Would he still live in that house? I think he would. I had this discussion
Yeah.
earlier with,
I think
like,
he would have stayed.
I think he would stay because he liked the house.
Yeah.
He would have stayed there. He was stuck with it and, lived in seclusion, of course. Now, would he have ever been secluded? I don't think so. I think people still would have went, go
Yeah.
crazy over him, because people loved him. People loved him, but
Yeah, I agree.
that's. I'll tell you this though, that would be a downfall, right? To have that kind of fame and fortune, because you can't even go down the freaking road. You can't even go out to the damn street to pick up your freaking newspaper, and you're gonna get
Yeah.
attacked.
You can't go
Just
like
think
get a
about it.
cheeseburger from McDonald's. You're gonna have 20
No,
people hanging on your car.
no. I mean, he probably didn't eat McDonald's. I mean, Trump does, but um, they say it's not healthy for you, but whatever. Um, yeah, you're right though. I mean, the dude wanted to go down the road to Burger King, Taco Bell, or something. He can't do it. He had to wait till the middle of the night. They had to open the place up for him. He wanted to go see a movie in a
Yeah.
matinee. Well, we got to wait till 12 o'clock at night, and shut the whole place down, and just for you. And that cost you. So now your fame just cost you even more because you can't even go to the damn
Yeah.
grocery store. You got to wait till freaking 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
You're sure
He
it's
left his
closed.
mark.
So,
We're
oh
still
yeah,
talking about him now. So
yeah.
just to get a picture of you pissing in your backyard. Right.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to live like that, man. Yeah, it's
So I always said if I won the lottery, nobody would know. I'd just disappear. Don't tell nobody.
well, that's yeah. Well, you'll never have to worry about the fame or fortune, right? Because you're just a lotto winner,
Yeah.
so you'll disappear off
Fame
the
adds a
time.
whole nother aspect. At least they have the money to seclude themselves.
Yeah, yeah. And some people handle it better, than others. I mean, you see Trump goes out to the golf course and golfs on his course. I'm sure, do they shut that thing down when people come in? I mean, it's a club, right? So people pay good money to go there. Do they say, well, you can't golf on this day because the president's golfing? Probably not. They probably tell you,
I don't think
you
so.
know, tee time's going to be 2 hours delayed because we got to let the president go ahead of you. You know,
Yeah. I mean, that's like, what was it? He was out golfing. That one dude, they found the guy that was like hiding on the golf course with shit, with a rifle and everything.
yeah, yeah, the whack-a-bug.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they had the Boston Dynamic dog out there wandering around with sensors all over it, and yeah, well, they they
They were
work, I
trying to
guess.
take him out before that election, weren't they?
Yeah, it makes you wonder who's trying to take them out. Who's trying to take them out? That's the question.
Maybe the
Is
FBI documents will release that.
it people fearful of documents being released? Is it? I think they did the same with Reagan. They really scared him. They were really scared of him because they felt he would release secret information. Um,
Yeah.
maybe they feel the same around about Trump, but I do believe in 10 years or so after he's gone, they'll probably call him the greatest president just as much as they call Ronald Reagan because they hated Reagan. They couldn't stand his guts, man. They called him a washed up actor, a buffoon. I mean, they didn't like him. A sports
Sometimes that's what it
jockey.
takes, though.
Well, and he
You gotta
did.
have a little hate.
Yeah, and eventually he did go down as one of the greater presidents to exist, and I think he did. And even though he left us you know, some trickle down economics they call it, some things that like civil service people, federal employees or they don't get their full Social Security type of pension because of
Yeah.
Reagan, some stuff he did to try to protect Social Security, but outside of that, yeah, I mean, he was a good president. I read that book that I think Bill O'Reilly did on Reagan. It was pretty good. It was a pretty good book. So yeah, it gave you a lot of insight, and yeah, it's something if you ever get out to California, you might want to visit his library too. But
Reagan's library.
yeah, but I doubt I'll ever get out there.
Yeah, right.
I doubt I'll ever
Speaking
get
of
out there.
entertainers and sus things, what about these OnlyFans models,
Oh,
actors, whatever you want to call them, people,
yeah, well, I'll tell you
boys and
what.
girls on both sides? I guess they do it, but
If
the
you're
money that they
watching this,
make, and we go to
if
work
you
for 10
if
hours a
you're
day.
if you're watching this on X and you want me to rub my foot on a cucumber with baby oil, and you're willing to pay for that cucumber, please comment below. Comment down there. I will gladly. Yeah,
He does get pedicures, so
well,
they look clean.
10, 15 grand. Yeah, hey, 5 grand.
He said
Hell,
he's gonna flip a trick for a
I ain't
couple
gonna lie.
dollars.
$1,000, I'll rub that foot on the cucumber with baby oil all day long and ship you that cucumber.
There you
With
go. You heard it here first. That's your first offer. We ain't gonna podcast anymore. He's going to OnlyFans.
but that's the kind of crazy stuff people do on that thing, man.
Yeah.
I mean, people say it's porn, or I don't know. I haven't researched it, so I mean,
Oh,
I
there
know
is. I hear about it.
I've seen articles where ladies talking about they make 60, 70, $80,000 a month over in UK by just wearing panties or something of that nature. If somebody sends them,
Well, there was
and
girls doing like they would take a bath and then jar the bath water and sell jars of bath water for how much ever money.
shit,
And it's like,
there was one bottling farts, bottling a damn fart. Dude, I'll bottle a
could you
fart.
imagine when it got there and the guy was upset because it didn't smell like anything when he opened it and he paid like fucking $5,000 for it or something?
Mm. Hmm. I mean, you want me to bottle a fart for you? I'll bottle it. Hey,
I'll
whatever.
100%.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's saving the ozone, I guess. Yeah, methane. Yeah, send it off to you. Yeah, you can sniff at your own. I don't know who the hell would do that. I don't get it, man. I wouldn't pay a damn dollar for a bottle of fart air. You can spray liquid ass into that thing and send it to somebody. I don't know. I wouldn't pay for it. Just saying.
Yeah.
But people are crazy. They've paid to send underwear to these girls, and these girls will put the
That's
underwear
like
on and take photographs and video and send it back to you.
they have the girls that do the ASMR thing for like their OnlyFans live chat, and they have like little microphones that look like ears, and they just whisper into the ears and lick them and shit, and people just come in there and pay them for it just to hear them do it, just to listen.
Like
The
body
people are
cam.
weird. These men are
Now, see,
I don't know.
we're going off now. See, we have to go there because the door's already open now. So now we have to ask, you know, fetishes,
I mean, there's
right?
clientele for it, right? So there's got to be weird fetishes.
I mean, how do you wake? Do you wake up one day and go, "Yeah, I got a fetish to fart smell. I want to smell what a porn star's fart smells like."
He
I
walked
mean,
by a
how do
portal
you do
potty and
that?
just got erect.
I mean, how do you do that? Yeah, I mean, dude, I can show you some porta potties. I mean, I'll box this smell up in a porta potty in a heartbeat. But I mean, who I mean, seriously, who just wakes up and goes, yeah, smell, fart, yeah,
Yeah,
toenail
or
clippings,
like I
yeah,
want to sip their bathwater.
yeah, grow your armpit hair real long and shave it off and send it to me. What, dude? What?
It's
Come on,
insane.
really? Who
I
would
mean, to
do
each
that?
their own, but that is the money that is. It's not even. I don't even care about the fetishes. It's the fact that they're willing to spend that kind of money on that kind of stuff. It's
Well, it's a
what?
free world, right? You could do that, but
Yeah, of course.
I'm
But
just, and I like to critically think it. I mean, and please, by all means, comment below what you think. It's
if
weird.
you got
It
any
is
weird
weird.
fetishes and you want
Oh
to
yeah.
explain how you got them, let me know.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Throw it in there, and who knows? Maybe we'll get you on here and talk
Yeah,
about your little weird
explain what
fetishes. See,
happened. Yeah,
yeah, see, get your side of it, and see how it was that you were able to wake up one day and have your weird fetish, whatever that fetish may be. Hey, yeah,
I wouldn't hate it.
comment below.
Speaking of weird fetishes, there's a girl named Lily Phillips that I was talking to you about earlier. She did it however long ago, a couple months or a year ago. She did the record for like 100 guys in 24 hours she slept with. And now she's been on interviews and like podcasts and stuff. And she says she wants to go for 1,000 guys in 24 hours. How that works, I don't know. Like, is every guy finishing or is it just like one and done? Bink, bonk, next, next, next?
Hold on.
How,
So
like,
24 hours,
24
1,000
hours
guys.
to have sex with 1,000
All right.
dudes. I
Let's
don't know
get
if
the
that can.
calculator here. We got to know how this works. Is it a stick and poke? Is it a
Yeah, is it a
fist
finishing
bump?
move? Is it like Mortal Kombat finish him?
Do they all
Or
have to finish, or is it
yeah,
just I don't know. So you say 1,000 people, 1,000 men. Blah,
you
blah,
need to have sex with one man every 24
41.66.
seconds.
41.6
It'd be 24 divided by 1,000, right?
thousand divided by 24. Well, no, you're right. Well, I look like an idiot here.
24 divided by 1,000 is
0.24. No,
0.024. So is that
0.024.
a dude every 24 seconds? Yeah. You'd have to have a different dude in you every 24 seconds for 24 hours straight.
Well, now, are they meaning like, we can do one in the rear and one in the front? That's two.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know her old bio. I
And
just
we
know the story
got
of the
we
mega
can do
hoe.
right and left. We can do right and left, and that's four. So
True.
technically, you could do four at one time.
She could
You,
take the.
you can even do five.
I think it might be just vagina though.
Yeah, I'm not a porn
I don't know.
person
It's a
either,
crazy subject. It's like,
but it would be interesting to see how they break that thing down.
yeah, if she's not recording it, she's retarded, right? That's a whole nother selling point. I mean, for her, if you're gonna go full hoe, you might as well make the best of it. Like,
You
your
know what's
dad's never
worse?
talking to you again, but it's
If
fine.
somebody, should say somebody, people are going to pay for that video.
Oh, 100%.
Like you
A
what do you do?
100%.
Like if you do 24 hours, right? You can really,
You get
I'm just
5 seconds of each dude, and then
you can watch you can you dude. This is how you do it. You break it down into 3 videos, 8-hour videos. That's how.
yeah, separate releases.
Yeah, 3 of them 8 hours. You can do first eight
Episode 2
hours.
releasing Saturday at 12 p.m.
Yeah.
Come watch me take the other like 350 dicks. Like, what?
Holy cow, dude. That's wow.
It's
That's just
insane.
that is nuts.
1,000 in a day.
And this person did they start as an OnlyFans person?
I think so. I think that's what she was in the industry of porn of some sort. I don't know if it was OnlyFans or like just the regular porn industry. But yeah, I saw that come across a couple, like I said, a while ago about the 100, and then just recently it's been popping up about she wants to do 1,000 now, world record. It's like, okay, that's one you want to hold, I guess. You'll be really proud of that. Hopefully your parents are dead, so they don't have to deal with that. No offense, but
Yeah.
hopefully they're not around anymore, so they don't have to. Hey, your daughter's that girl that took 1,000 dicks, right? And it's like, what? I don't know.
Oh,
That's
dude,
wild.
can you imagine marrying that thing and not knowing, and then going for Thanksgiving dinner and the family, or even anywhere, man? Like the first time you go out on the uh, hell, I guess you can say your first road trip or even your honeymoon. You walk in, hey, you're that lady that slept with 1,000 guys in 24 hours, and he'd be like, what? What do you mean?
Nope, you're already married, bud.
What if that were you? What would you say?
We got a divorce. I was like, what? I didn't sign up for that.
You'd be like hot dog down the hallway. They're saying.
I mean, hope that you. I mean, a lot of people don't wait till marriage these days, so you'd probably find out beforehand. Like there ain't something right here. I can't be that small, kind of a situation.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know how that would.
But yeah, if you guys have any inquiries about that, Lily Phillips, you can say it's all over YouTube X, Google.
Really?
Look for yourselves and maybe drop a
Yeah.
comment on your thoughts on that.
Lily or double L?
Lilly Phillips. Also, what's your take on her parents? Do you think they still talk to her? There's no
Lily.
way. You could be a father and be like, yeah, I love what my daughter does when that's what she does. I don't give a fuck. That's
She
coming
was
from
on.
a guy that has a daughter.
I don't see her in there. It's on X. Is it one? Phillips is 1L or 2L?
2. Lily Phillips.
Lily. Huh. Oh, I think I may have.
I just typed in Google, girl wants to take 1,000.
Wow. Woman films the aftermath of sleeping with 100 men in 14 hours.
Yeah, sure. Like I said, it's just something I thought was insane. It's kind of weird to try to even fathom. Like, literal 1,000 dudes in 24 hours is just like, I don't know. That's crazy to me. It's insane.
Wow.
Yes, sir. I just lost your audio.
You lost my audio?
There you go. You're back. Whatever you just did just
Is she
made it like,
from is she from UK or something? She's got an
I
accent.
think. I think so. Like I said, I never really read into her. I read why is she even on popping up? So yeah, she's British nationality. She's
Dude,
23 years old and this is what she's doing.
she's got a
Hey, but I
damn
bet she's got a fuck ton of money.
she's got a TikTok. Oh my gosh, she got a TikTok video of herself sharing like she's laying on her back with a heart over her chest, of course, and she's in a hotel room. She's got dudes lined up ready for her. That's disgusting.
Yeah, that's how it went. That's how I was
That,
saying her parents got to be like insane.
I don't. Yeah, I don't even want to look at that, dude. That kind of
Look
disgusts me.
at
I ain't gonna lie.
look
Not
at
much disgust. I don't want to look. I don't want to look.
the docs. No, it's just a ad that she put out for the new one. It's not like anything bad. I just
It's
dropped it in there at the bottom.
that disgusts me, man. I don't know. Maybe that's just disgusting. I can look at a lot of stuff, but that's I don't know. Tell what y'all think. Your comments below. You know, I'm sure there's some people are gonna go, "Oh yeah, fool, yeah, man, yeah, sign me up, bro." I don't want no part of that. I don't even want to see it. That's
Well, if you're
I get it.
interested, there's
I
a
get it.
they're doing a male talent casting as long as you're 18 and up. Might have a chance, buddy. Be a part of
That's
history.
how does the male casting work?
Just show up, stroke it. I don't know.
Maybe I got too many morals. I don't know. That's just freaking disgusting, man.
It's
But
wild.
each to their own. Each to their own. You know, it's your body. You do what you want with it. I personally don't want to see it. I'm a little, ugh, ugh, you know. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. Yeah, dude, it creeps me out, man. I
So,
was watching that little TikTok thing. I was like, ugh, ugh,
dude, you just
ugh.
lined up. That's insane. Imagine being one of the guys, like the last one. You're like,
I just, oh God, can you
oh.
imagine how sticky that would be? It'd be like, oh, sticky, man. Smack, 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 smack.
Nah, she's probably got like stocks in like Baby Oil or KY or something. You're going for 1,000 days. You better make your money worth it. You're gonna have to buy more than one bottle of lube.
Are you saying she's maybe kin to D?
That's her long lost cousin.
Yeah, it makes me just wanna. It makes me just want to cut the live feed and go into my kitchen there and make me some of uh Terrence Williams cousin T's you know chocolate chip pancakes.
Pancakes.
Maybe he can make some syrup. Make some syrup off of call it Lily Phillips cream sauce or something. Cream syrup. Real sticky syrup.
Oh, that's so disgusting. All right, next topic is what? Holy, we
Uh,
gave her enough.
more, yeah.
I'll send you
You
the
know,
link to the video when it
I
drops of
missed that.
1,000.
You said we gave her enough.
Uh,
You said it, bro.
whew.
You said it. You gave her enough. Yeah. Where's that drum roll when I need that thing, man? Huh? You know,
Yeah, had a moment there.
should have played that drum roll. That's what I need. Right
Gotta have
there.
it keybound.
There it was. Huh? Yeah. Oh, we gave her
Good.
enough. We gave her enough. Yeah.
We're gonna be on point with the cues now.
That was a good one. You had a good one, dude. That was a good one. That was pretty good.
Well, that'd be a clip.
So, a little bit off topic. So I was kind of scrolling through X. I think it was yesterday, and I saw during Thanksgiving that they were doing a YMCA Thanksgiving. There's Elon Musk, at Thanksgiving doing YMCA.
That dance is going. That song's making a comeback or what?
Yeah, that dude's loving it.
Trump's
He's
bringing
loving
it
it,
back
man.
to life.
Well, that one and Lee Greenwood, right? Yeah, but yeah, he's loving it, man. Musk's got to be loving this thing right now. He's got to be loving it. How can you not? How can you not be loving it?
It's crazy. How much stuff you actually get to see on X now, and there's not so much anti-Trump propaganda and canceling his post and shit, and only promoting the negative post. At
Yeah,
least you get to see
which
both now. Even if it is
okay,
both, at least you get to see them.
this kind of fits in with the what we were talking about earlier. Yeah, before we were talking about songs that piss off the anti-Trumpers, right? Uh, those are
Got
good
to
ones,
be the
right?
top two.
Y
It's got to be.
YMCA and Lee Greenwood. But dude, Lee Greenwood's a classic song. How can you hate that song?
Well, if Trump likes it, well, then I don't think they're allowed to like it by law
It's
if he
kind of
likes it.
like John Denver and Dusty Rhodes, right, or whatever it was, Country Road.
Country roads.
Yeah, take me home to the place. Yeah, how can you not? It's a classic song. It's a classic song. How can you
They
hate
saw Trump do his jig to it one time, and it was over.
that?
They can't
Yeah.
handle that. He had too much motion.
Young
I need to cue it up for him.
man. Yeah, how can you? Come on. Come on. I wonder if he
He's
really
like,
likes that song. Yeah.
he has to. There's no way he got those dances down.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. How can you? I don't know, man. Does he just did someone say, "Hey, Mr. President, I think you should play this song"? I mean, we know why he picked Lee Greenwood. God bless, the USA. But
It had to be someone on his team who was like, we need something fun. We don't need nothing like sad or worried. It's like, just something fun that people can get behind. And Trump was probably like, when I was a kid, I
YMCA,
liked
baby.
that song by YMCA or
Yeah,
YMCA by whoever. I can't think of it right now.
Village People.
Village People, yeah.
Village People. Yeah, YMCA by the Village People. Yeah, well, it makes you wonder if that's the case. If somebody said, "Oh, we should play this one," or if he said, "Hey, I like US. Give me the Village People. YMCA. Give me that one. I want that one." That's a classic.
I see this link you sent me. It says something about the NFL not going to penalize for people doing this dance. Why would they even penalize
Yeah.
for doing the dance? I don't get that.
Well, they were. I saw something about that on X the other day that they're because all of them. Now, again, we don't know, right? I
Yeah.
don't think any football
Pure
players ever come out.
speculation.
Yeah, we don't know if any footballers ever come out and said, "Oh, we're doing a Trump dance." But I'll tell you something, it's pretty damn close, and there's a few of them that done the golf swing too, and that's something that he has
I-
started.
They're definitely imitating it for sure. There's no doubt. But
Well, some of them, yeah, but of course you got to prove it, right? So, it's crazy how he has just the day after he gets elected, not only does he win it, but he gets the popular vote, and things started to shift, man. The whole things just started to shift. People started to shift back to normalcy. You know, we don't care about like we talked in the last episode. We don't care about your gender or what you want to do or act or be called. We don't care. No one cares. Just
just
do what
let
you
us
want to
do
do.
us at the same time.
Correct, dude. I mean, we're Americans, and it's
Yeah.
freedom. That's the thing about the Constitution, right? It's freedom. Our forefathers wrote that because of that, right? We were told what we can and can't do by the people across the pond, and we didn't want that no more. So, freedom of speech, freedom of religion. We don't care. We really don't care. But for some reason, I think these people are just brainwashed into it by the media to say, "Oh, they're anti this, they're anti that, they're anti this, they're anti that," and no, we're
Yeah.
not. No one freaking cares, man. No one
I think it's cool. You
cares.
see a lot of people smiling and a little bit happier around. Seems a better vibes in America without that doom and gloom that was reigning over us and like the cancel culture. And you can't say this because if you mess up one time, your whole career's gone. We're gonna can you, and you'll never be allowed in the limelight again. You're gonna be just discharged from the universe. It's
I
kind
think
of nice to see people loosen up a little bit. Like, all right, maybe we can get back to some semblance of like normalcy,
I
just a
think
little
what
bit.
sold I think what sold that for me was the UFC fighter when he won that fight, and he you know said
John Jones.
yeah said in the freaking ring, he said this is the most unity he's seen in this country since 9/11, and he personally goes out that ring, gives Trump his belt, thanks him for everything, man. I mean, he might be dead on. People just need to get over the fear. They need to think to stop listening to the mainstream media. I think it's dead. It's dead. Stop listening to it. Go out and look at stuff for yourself. Tell us what you think down below. We'd love to hear if you were a anti-Trumper and you voted for him this time around, because that seems to be a common thing. A large number of people did not vote
Yeah,
for him last time, and suddenly they flipped. Why? What caused you to flip? Absolutely, put it down there in the comments, or shoot us a uh, a message at TheBroBanter. We would like to know, why. Maybe get you on the show and get your thoughts and see why, because that's the whole purpose of this show, right? Is we're critical thinking. We're not
yeah,
here to bash anybody. We want to get people on and we can talk our side and they can talk their side, and one of us may
yeah,
go,
guys. We speak what we want to speak on, but we're not going to judge you if you have an opinion. We're okay with
yeah.
opinions.
At some point, one of us may go, damn, I didn't think about that. You know,
Yeah,
yeah,
hundred
because
percent.
a lot of these people, when we try not to live in an echo chamber, but a lot of people do. Yeah, and everything they say
And if they're
and
still
think,
watching the old school media, then it's
oh
hard not to
God,
be.
yeah,
They don't.
yeah.
They don't. They don't allow you to see anything else.
And you see all these people posting at MSNBC. What was it?
Yeah.
The little memes about must buy an MSNBC. And I'm thinking, oh, dude, don't do this to the guy. That's something he talked about with Twitter. He said, I thought about it and I threw some stupid number out, and it's like, yeah, well, yeah, I got stuck with that one. Is he gonna do the same thing for MSNBC? Like, I don't think he should. Let
I mean, it'd be kind
let
of
Daily
cool.
Wire folks have that little niche, and that's
Yeah, that's true.
a good group. I
Speaking
think
of that, that's a good segue. You think if he does continue that, does that kill the smaller, like Daily Wire type of media? Does that
if
kill
he were
like,
to buy MSNBC,
yeah? If you were to take over that legacy media company and make it into, like a free speech, thinking kind of a media, does
someone
that take out people like Daily Wire or Christian Kirk and shit like that?
So here's I hate to get off topic, but I just popped up on X. Somebody just took that picture of Musk when he bought Twitter, right? He walks in, he's holding the sink.
Yeah.
So they actually took that picture, put Kash Patel's head on it, and he's standing in front of the J. Edgar Hoover FBI building. I mean,
uh,
dude, you got to see this. I will share it with you. It's you got to see it. It's quite comical. It is, really is. It's
you can pull it up on here.
yeah, yeah. I'm fixed to. Here it is, right here.
Uh,
That's how
Here
classic is
comes the
that, man?
memes.
Dude, I love that about X. I know people. To me, Facebook's dead. I don't really care about Facebook, But I love I love X, man. It just has a bunch of funny stuff on there.
Yeah.
You know, I know people say there's crazy stuff like, oh, it's racism. I haven't seen any of that crap, dude. Unless there's some sort of dark website to it that I'm not seeing, But I guess it's always possible. I don't know. Stranger things have
Yeah, I don't
happened
see
lately.
any of that. Yeah.
No, no. But anyway, back to what you were saying.
No, I was just curious what you think about that. Like if he were to buy like a legacy media company and take it over and let it go with what it's already built,
Uh,
but with obviously a better mindset behind, does that
I don't know. I don't
hurt
think he would.
them or
I don't
take them
think he.
out?
No, Daily Wire's phenomenal, man. I mean, kudos to those guys. I love them. I've been a subscriber for
Same.
a long time, and Michael Knowles good, and Klavan's good, and Shapiro's good, and Yeah, they had
Speaking of difference of
people on there.
opinions, like
Matt Walsh.
I'm a real big
Yeah.
fan of Ben, and he's not your favorite on the network, but he's mine. So different opinions, different takes.
Well, if I have my favorite on there, I think originally it was Matt Walsh, but he's got I'm a racist. And I'm gonna tell you something, dude. That movie,
It's
I
good.
would tell anybody, definitely get you a subscription to Daily Wire and watch. They got some good movies on there. First of all, around Hyde Fight and all that stuff, but
Good movie.
that Am I Racist? It really, it actually makes you think about like, whoa, what? DEI certified? What? What? Hold on, what? Dude, I mean, the people in that,
Yeah,
it is ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know how much is staged or isn't staged, but it does make anybody in the right mind would have to go, hold on, really? Oh wow, I didn't think I believed in that.
right.
I'm just saying. I mean, people,
No, I
you know,
agree.
you don't know, right? When you're inside looking out, you know, you don't know
Yeah,
until you go outside and you look back in, and you go, yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know I looked that weird. I didn't look at it from that angle. Again, that's that echo chamber, right? We talked about that.
yeah. We're stuck in
That's
the
the echo
matrix.
chamber.
Sometimes you can get out and look at it.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know, man. Back to what you were saying. I don't know if it would hurt him. I don't think it would. I don't think he'd get involved in it. Number one, and number two, that's a money pit, man. That
Yeah,
he's got so many. He's got Tesla going. He's got SpaceX. He's got, I don't know if he still has the boring company that make the boring machines going. He's got the robots. He's got now X. I mean, how much more does the dude want? I don't. I think that would be probably a sensory overload. Sensory overload for it. He'd probably just start to short circuit. People say he's probably a bot anyway. So if that were the case, he would
think you'll have the
probably,
robot.
yeah. If he was a robot, he would probably start glitching at that point. If he really were a bot. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you should go in with it with Trump, and they should buy it, half and half, because Trump has truth, right? That's only
Be a good way to get your message out when you're in
yeah.
control of it.
Well, but see, that's the thing. That's the thing. No one needs to be in control of it. X is no one's in control of X. X is X, right?
Yeah,
It's the people. The community
I guess I
knows
said that wrong.
they govern. No, I know what you meant by it, but it's just they govern themselves, and
Yeah,
so you need to have a down the middle, platform out there, and definitely Daily Wire, I feel, gets that. I mean, people would probably differ with that, and please put your comments below and tell us. But I don't see where they push a narrative, So I don't see it. They're for the most part they're down the middle, for the most
yeah. I
part.
mean, when Trump was president before, every time he tweeted, they were on there talking about, "Would this guy just shut up? Like he'd be the best if he just didn't have a cell phone and didn't tweet." It's like at least they had their own opinions, you know.
Yeah,
Like people are
well,
gonna hate that about him. It's like we get that.
but see, that's just it though. Do you want the truth or do you want to be lied to? Most people want to be lied to, right? They don't want to know the truth. They don't want to be
Yeah,
told that you're pissing on them. They want to be told, we're just sprinkling some water on you. Okay, I feel
right.
better that way. I don't. I want to be told. I want to be told the truth. I don't want to be lied to.
Hundred
You know,
percent.
don't tell me you like me and then turn around and tell me you hate my guts. Just tell me the truth. I respect you more if you say, yeah, I can't stand you. I like to kill you. Okay, cool. I'm good with that.
At least then we know where we're both staying.
We know where we stand, right?
Yeah,
I know we both know where we stand, and that's the main thing. That's why I respect Trump, because at least you know where he stands. I mean, we know he has a deep found love for this country, of course, but I don't know. We'll see as the coming weeks. Hopefully, Patel gets pushed through, and most of his people get pushed through, and we'll see what happens, man. It should be interesting.
yeah.
Um, yeah,
Well, we're coming up on an hour here, so
yeah.
it's a good time. We finished that. Leave your comments below about the things we asked about, and I will personally respond when the video drops of the 1,000. I will let you guys know. Okay, I'll keep you posted.
Good God. Uh,
I might even
hey,
host a watch party.
I don't. Hey, I like Krispy Kreme donuts, but I don't even know if I can even go there after that.
He said he ain't eating a Boston cream filled anymore.
I don't eat Boston cream filled, but I don't even want to watch it. So if we do that, I'll probably just turn away. I'll be like, yeah, tell me when we're done. Yeah, that kind of situation. I can't look. I don't know, man.
I'm not buying it. I'll find a pirated version. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm just weird like
I
that.
just
That's
want to
what it is.
see. I mean, it ain't even about. It's like it's one of those. I shouldn't be watching this, but I can't look away kind of things. I feel like 1,000, brother. That's a feat. That's a lot. It's a lot.
Well, hopefully we'll start getting more episodes out as time goes on. Scheduling's starting to improve a little bit better, so we'll get some more of these things out, and
Yeah, of
maybe we'll get
course.
some
And
people on
we
here.
started on a weird time anyway, but figure we were already
Hmm.
in the zone and together to do it, so might as well.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
it'll get
if
cleaner and better. And
anybody's got anything they want to speak about, post it down there. Shoot us a direct message on X. I don't care if it's about anything from a video you shot of what you believe is a Bigfoot howling off in the mountains, or
I'd love to get into some
aliens, or
conspiracies.
well, yeah, you could. We can probably spend an hour on because something like JFK's death or
Yeah.
something of that nature. Which
Well, hopefully Kash Patel will help us with that one
oh
if
no
he
no
releases them.
you'll never get anything. That I think his brain's still missing too, for that matter. But you'll never get that. That thing's locked up and
Stowed away in a vault somewhere.
it's probably to be honest with you, when Jagger Hoover left, yeah, I think his secretary when Hoover left, it probably went somewhere with him, and his live-in partner, if you will. I wouldn't doubt it. Somewhere, somebody's gonna buy something in an estate sale, and it's gonna have that crap in it. Probably. Watch. Yeah, who
That's
knows?
insane.
Well, you never know. You never know, right? So, all right, man. I think this is a good place to end it, and appreciate everybody coming and joining us today. And as always, it's life's like a podcast, right? It's better with a good host and some fantastic guests. And like I say, like Dalton said, post down there and send us a direct message on X. And we appreciate you tuning in. And again, keep your eyes and ears open. Listen for the truth, and don't forget to follow us on X at TheBroBanter. Tell your friends about us and post these videos out and repost them and comment below. And please do not hesitate to direct message us. Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Have a good night, good evening, good morning, wherever you're at. God bless.
All right, y'all take care. Bye.